Hey, what's up, carnivores? Zach here with American Smoke, and today we're talking about something that has caught me off guard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I should have spotted this sooner. I cannot believe that I have been just burdened and troubled and had problems because of something this simple, and you need to know about it. It's a problem with the design of this smoker. I have not ever seen anyone else reference this, but that's what we're gonna talk about today. Y'all hang out, we're gonna get inside this smoker and I'm gonna show y'all something y'all need to know about. First thing we gotta do is we gotta get in here and we gotta take off all of these bottom shelves. The water pan's gotta go. The grease trap's gotta go. The grease trap here, this grease tray being one of the main culprits of this whole problem, gone. If y'all wondering how I found this problem, it's because, as you can tell, my smoker is a new location. I'm prepping for my 1 year and some months overhaul cleaning, which is coming up. That's why it's down here. And you know, because I gotta have it off the deck. I can't be doing all that cleaning on the deck. Anyway, we're gonna take off this bottom shelf. We're gonna set it right there. We're gonna take out the trusty smoke tube and the second shelf. We're gonna set it right there. Next, I'm probably gonna take out this shelf. Why not? Let's make it a birthday suit party over here, if y'all know what I'm saying. We got a completely empty smoker. I don't know how this little thing's doing on the wind. I hope the wind's not bothering y'all. But we got a lot of wind, a lot of the river wind. So now that we've got that out, I'm gonna get y'all a closer look at what we're talking about today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the culprit and also exhibit number one. What we have here is our grease catch at the back of the smoker. Its sole purpose is to catch the grease that runs off the grease tray and put it into our little bucket that's in the bottom that safely catches all of that fat and grease and everything that cooks off, runs down and drips and goes all over, and safely handles it. Well, that hasn't been happening for me. I have had, if you've seen my videos, in the last year or more, 2 to 3 different grease fires. And you can also see a large amount of accumulation all over this thing. And what is this wet spot right here? That looks kind of greasy. I can't imagine what in the world is happening right now. Where does all this come from? Well, we're about to answer that question right now. Allow me to explain. There's a little hole right there. Mine's kind of clogged up. Not real proud of that, but it's kind of clogged up, but that don't matter. As you can see, the grease is making its way. There's a little tiny chute right there where it runs down into its designated spot. But wait a minute. Just wait just a stinking minute. What is this hole back here? I don't even know how to get a good video of it. But look at that, guys. Look at that right there. It's wide open. All my grease has just been running into the bottom of this tray and burning up and creating stanky smoke. Ain't nobody got time for no stanky smoke. I have flipped my camera over to hopefully get a better angle, and I think that I have achieved said goal. So as you can see, this thing is not even in there. Now what happens, as we all know because we've pulled our grease rack in and out of our smokers before. You've done it, I've done it, we've all done it. And we all know about this little guy right here, this little terrible lip that you have to lift and maneuver to get it to go over this lip. Well, if you're like me, every once in a while when you're cooking, you don't have the best patience, or either you're about 3 or 4 deep in some cold ones, and you're a little impatient, so you just kind of snatch on it and jerk it and move it, blah, blah, blah. I guess what has happened is that in the snatching and jerking processes, I have removed this tube from its home. Now, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, a greasy buildup and had these problems with maybe a fire, because this is always where my fires have been. And I always thought, you know, maybe it's just overflowing here. Maybe it's something, you know, I'm just breaking down so much fat and connective tissue that it's overflowing. No, that's not the case at all. This thing is made inappropriately. I think with just a little bit of manipulation. We can get that back in there. Let's see, guys. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna put some muscle into this. I think I don't have enough muscle. We might need to do something else. I don't know. All right, on to phase 2. Da-da. Da-da. Let's get this thing done. What y'all say? There's 2 screws that hold this thing into place. I feel like if I just loosen them up, that should give me enough give to manipulate that thing back into its tiny little hidey hole. Little hidey hole. And honestly, this is a thin piece of metal. There seems like there should be something more from keeping that, from being able to get out of place like that. But who am I? And look at that. Look at that. Right back into its little tiny hidey hole. I don't know about y'all, but I'm thinking that I might need to warp this thing, maybe with a pair of pliers or something. Take it completely off. And maybe it won't happen again. I don't know. But that's something that y'all need to be aware of. Because that can happen, and next thing you know, you got this mess, man. You got this mess. Don't nobody got no time for no mess. All right, so in my infinite wisdom, I have decided to, I just held down on this. Just kind of held down on it and screwed the screws back in. And it did not pull back out of there. But as most lessons are, you know, you don't know till you know. And so from now on, after I remove my grease tray that filters everything down into the grease trough, pull it in, pull it out and put it back in, I will be checking to see if that is where it is supposed to be. All right, carnivores. I hope y'all benefited from this little tip that I learned the hard way. I sure wish that I had known. If you didn't know, and now you know, make sure to smash that like button for me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and make sure to watch the next video that I'm about to make right now, showing you how to prevent grease fires in your chamber, because I've got yet another secret up my sleeve that I'm going to share with y'all. So y'all make sure to check that video out. If it's not out, it will be soon. So more than likely, you're going to see a little something pop up here somewhere, or it'll be the video that gets recommended at the end of this video. Thank y'all so much for checking in and watching today, and I appreciate every single one of y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.